right, so we have reached the last video in our geometric transformations module. Decide whether the following statement is true or false. Provide a counterexample if the answer is false. A counterexample is just an example that shows that your statement is false. So if a figure has exactly two rotational symmetries, including the identity symmetry, it has exactly two lines of symmetry. This is actually false. We actually talked about if I had a parallelogram. This does have two rotational symmetries, but a parallelogram has 0 lines of symmetry. So this would be a counterexample to prove that this statement's false. Number 2 says to draw a figure that has rotational symmetry, but not line symmetry. Well, we just saw one in number 1. Let's draw a different figure though, but a parallelogram would work for this. What if I had a figure that looked like this? This has absolutely no line of symmetry, but it does have two rotational symmetries. If I rotate this 180 degrees here, I would get the figure looking identical to what it does now. And if I rotated another 180 degrees here, it would look identical to what it looks like now. So this has rotational symmetry, but it does not have line symmetry. All right, so this example is already done for you, but for this example, it says to shade exactly 2 of the 9 smaller squares so that the entire resulting large square has only 1 vertical and 1 horizontal line of symmetry. So in this example, we shaded the top middle square and the bottom middle square. And if I folded this in half horizontally, then one half would match the other half exactly. And if I folded it in half vertically, the one half would match the other half exactly. So let's go ahead and do number 3, which is a similar example. For this one, it says to shade exactly 2 of the 9 smaller squares so that the entire large square has only 2 lines of symmetry along the diagonal. So what that would mean is if I folded the figure in half this way, the one half would match the other half exactly. And if I folded the figure in half this way, the one half would match the other half exactly. Well, there's many different ways that you can demonstrate this. However, if I straight shaded this whole square and this whole square, if I folded this entire figure along this red diagonal, the one half would match the other half exactly. And if I folded the figure along this blue diagonal, the one half would match the other half exactly. So this would be an example that would satisfy the description that they want you to fulfill. All right, that brings us to the end of your level 4 lesson.